News with Kevin and Dimitri, weather and sports with Gary Hancock, entertainment with Evan Weller, and now Front at Full Sail begins.
Good evening. I'm Dimitri Crane.
And I'm Kevin Reed. Thanks for joining us on Front at Full Sail.
Here at Full Sail, students are complaining about newly added online classes to their on-campus curriculum. We thought we'd ask around and see what students thought. Check it out.
Full Sail students are used to monthly changes and crazy schedules, but many students feel the change to online classes from the classroom hinder their educational experience.
I've taken a couple, and I think they're a joke. I'd rather have like the person-to-person thing.
Taking computer science online, felt it was an alright idea, but you definitely do lose the interaction you have being with a group of people.
You kind of felt distant from the subject matter, even though you still have an online textbook and all the information is still there, and even with all the video tutorials that they show you, you still get that visual, but for some reason there's something about being in a classroom with your lecturer right in front of you.
We asked how students felt about taking a class like public speaking and making it online.
Terrible. I mean, isn't public speaking supposed to be in front of people?
Having public speaking online, I think, defeats the entire purpose of the class.
You need to, speak in front of people. In public is what it's called.
The reason for the online change is unknown to us, whether understaffing, overpopulation, or not enough classrooms. But if so, should the school spend money on new facilities like Full Sail Live or on the underused and underdeveloped FS4?
While many adults aren't used to children giving them advice, 13-year-old Andorra Savidka and her younger sister Andrea were the focus of lecture on education, innovation, and technology this past Tuesday, the 19th, here at Full Sail Live. Andorra is a published author who has written over 300 short stories, while her sister is an accomplished musician. Andorra spoke on creative minds of children and how learning between adults and children should be reciprocal. Give children the power to develop their ideas and stop limiting their imaginations, and you will foster a better generation of thinkers, Andorra says.
In local news, a comic shop located at 114 South Cimarron Boulevard hosted the 24-hour comic book day. We sent Eddie Boss down there to check it out.
Hi, I'm Eddie Boss, and I'm here at a comic shop today to ask them about the 24-hour comic day event and see why people like to come to this store. All right.
Hi, I'm Mike. I work at a comic shop. 24-hour comic day. It starts at noon on Saturday and goes till noon on Sunday. And around noon, people start showing up, maybe a little bit before, and they start setting up on the tables, and they just basically start conceptualizing. The general idea was it was founded with one person doing 24 pages completely by himself, but there's leeway, It's not like the 24-hour comic police come and take you away to prison.
I'm just going to come and visit. My understanding of it, and I don't think my understanding is incorrect, but my understanding is that it's mostly for the artists. I'm more of a writer, so it's like, it doesn't really work for me.
I might drop by to look. I would not participate. My workload is too much for that.
Yeah, we're just tired.
I heard about it through Facebook, mostly. I'm also friends with a couple of the people who work here, so they kind of bring it up every once in a while.
Thank you, Eddie. Saturday the 23rd, students at Full Sail and Pure Motivation will be participating in Strides Against Breast Cancer. Participants will help set up and tear down the event. Pure Motivation participants will meet at 3:30 a.m. and will be helping until 11 a.m. This is the second year in a row that Pure Motivation is participating in the event. Anybody who would like to be a part of the event, RSVP Marissa Concert by email to reserve your spot.
We will be right back after this commercial break.
So, let me get this straight. You've solved all our shipping problems with pigeons.
Carrier pigeons, sir.
Isn't this a little outdated?
No. These babies are equipped with GPS and night vision. This little guy's headed off to Cleveland.
Amazing. What about the big stuff?
That's been taken care of.
Wow. Let's switch to FedEx.
And welcome back. In global news, it's been 9 years since the War on Terror first began. Since that, private contracting has grown tremendously. However, with President Obama stating war in Iraq is over, such corporations as Blackwater and the DynCorp are looking for new recruits. This includes training and conducting special missions. Growing controversy against these groups are questioning the growth of the private contracting industry, saying, those who profit from war are mercenaries, and no private firm should profit from war.
With Orlando being a tourist-based town, our crew went out and asked students around campus how they deal with this challenging economy.
Since going to Full Sail, most Full Sailors have come to find the girl population is low, hence the term full male. We took our team to find the word on the street.
I would say stay away from anyone in your class, because that just gets really awkward later on.
Full Sail, full male. Yes. It's the same thing in the military goggles. After a while, you're seeing a lot of dirt and sand. Some sunshines could be nice after a while.
Because if I really want to look cute, I forget that I go to a predominantly male school, and like people will be looking at me kind of weird, like if I wear a dress and be all girly. Because normally I dress down because there's really no one to impress sometimes, and you just want to dress down, and then the day you dress up, it's like, oh, hey, how you doing, type thing. So you know.
Since I was in the recording program from 05 to 07, where there was one girl in my class for the whole year. If you got the Full Sail goggles, get the car straight up. Go to the mall, buy you some shoes or something. The little girl right there selling you the shoes. Yeah, she just might be cute. You feel me?
But I'm liking the whole being around all the guys, creative guys. It's nice.
After asking various students on campus about the girl-to-guy ratio, we found that due to the nature of the Full Sail degree programs, there were considerably fewer females to socialize with. According to the Associated Press, pollinating bees are vanishing at an alarming rate. To avoid panic, local and state governments nationwide have contracted airlines to spray areas of land with chemicals. This process, known as chemtrailing, can be viewed as dispersants released from high-flying aircraft form clouds. Do you want proof? Why don't you just look up into the sky?
Republican Rick Scott and Democrat Alex Sink both have checkered pasts. Scott has been charged with defrauding Medicare out of $1.7 billion. Sink is the former president of Bank of America, Florida. After quitting, she became treasurer of Florida SBA. There, she was audited 39 times and possibly lost $61.4 billion of taxpayers' money. Both have been brought up on allegations of shady business practices. Florida may be left with its hands tied behind its back to choose one of these two for our next governor. Now let's go over to Gary with the weather forecast for this week.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm Gary Hancock, and it's time for a look at the 5-day forecast. Monday will be clear with a high of 79. Tuesday will be cloudy with a high of 82. On Wednesday, we're looking at overcast skies with a high of 93. Thursday will bring up some rain and a high of 88. And finally, on Friday, will be a nice and sunny with a high of 97. I'm Gary Hancock, and this has been your look at your 5-day forecast. We'll be right back after these messages.
For Colorado Ski Country USA, Olympic gold medalist Tommy Moe and 3-time world snowboarding champion Mike Jacoby.
Whoa, dude, I didn't see you coming from behind.
Yeah, sorry about that. I almost cut you off.
I guess we both have different blind spots.
Yeah, we've got to be more aware of each other on the hill.
Snowboarders can't see on their backside turn.
And skiers can't see uphill behind them.
So be more aware of others.
And be in control. So Tommy, do you want to race?
Sure, but don't I get a head start?
Not even.
The new Ford Explorer is the perfect vehicle for life's little ups and downs. With advanced features like automatic control track 4-wheel drive, standard dual airbags, and 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes. Plus the roomiest interior of any leading compact sport utility. In fact, if you find anything that makes a bigger impression than a new Ford Explorer, run.
And now back to sports with Gary Hancock, the sports guru.
Thank you, Dee. This Friday at 7:30, the Orlando Magic will meet the Miami Heat at the St. Pete Times Forum in Tampa. While it's only a preseason game, it means something of a lot of people to hear in Orlando and especially Florida, when a week from now, the Heat will have their season opener against the Magic. The question will be if Dwight Howard and company can stop LeBron and the rest of the Heat from charging the basket all night. Also, this Saturday night, 5-1 Brock Lesnar will put his UFC World Heavyweight title on the line against 8-0 undefeated Cain Velasquez in the Honda Center in Anaheim, California at UFC 121. Other fights on the card include Jake Shields fighting Martin Kampmann at 170 pounds and Tito Ortiz versus Matt Hamill, as well as others. We'll take a look at baseball. We're getting closer and closer to the World Series as the Texas Rangers lead the New York Yankees 3-2 in the American League as they enter tonight at Game 6. Tonight the Rangers will try and close out the series and go to their first ever World Series, while the Yankees are going to try to make a comeback and go on to try and win their 28th World Series. Back to you at the desk, guys.
Thank you, Gary. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, I don't need to read that thing as Kevin Part.
What's going on? Riding the subway in New York City offers its fair share of frustrations. The experience isn't all bad. Every once in a while, a subway car can become a little theater. Street performers and musicians tune to mundane, commute into an entertaining interlude. This was the case for some writers on the B train recently. A band called Atomic Tom offered a fantasizing performance using only 4 iPhones and a portable speaker system. The bandmates used a number of musical applications in simulating drums, guitars, and pianos. Some news more local to Disney fans. Epcot will be upgrading some living quarters from its original design. In case those of you didn't know, Epcot stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Epcot is also twice the size of Magic Kingdom, spanning 300 acres of entertainment while representing 11 countries. We hope to have more news as Disney World gives us more insight into this news project. In Hollywood news, Oscar-winning director Peter Jackson has stated a change of plans for his upcoming movie, The Hollywood. According to Peter, the movie might be shot in New Zealand instead. Due to an actor's pay dispute with financial backers of the film, the dispute began in late September as New Zealand actor demanded the same pay rate as international actors. The New Zealand Actors Union equally says the problem is being resolved whether or not the change of shooting location is permanently still known for, but for now it seems like the future of the prequel to the successful Lord of the Rings trilogy is being jeopardized. Now back to Kevin Dimitri in the studio.
Well, that's it for our show today, folks.
Stay tuned to this channel for Inside Dancing with the Hip Hop Stars coming up next.